I need your advice with Bosch refrigerator troubleshooting.
The E1 error for a Bosch fridge means the fridge temperature sensor is bad, assuming someone did not put something straight from the oven next to it.
If it fails the cold hand test, it is obvious there is at least something wrong with it.
You can unplug it and plug it back in to try to reset the control board, before you decide to replace the sensor.
That's just a harder way to hard reboot anything.
Unlike some of the fancy dishwashers, there isn't a reset button on it. If you get an E2 error, that means the temperature sensor in freezer is malfunctioning.
Also known as the reason why the ice cream is melting but the refrigerant part is working test.
That's another thing you can try rebooting, but probably need to fix the sensor.
Or fix the condenser or compressor that can't keep the freezer cold enough, assuming the problem isn't a blocked air vent.
That much is obvious when one thing blocking the vent is a solid block of ice, while the rest of the freezer is turning into a fridge.
I know I keep a lot of stuff in the freezer, but you cannot blame this on airflow.
The E03 error is when the temperature-controlled drawer temperature sensor has failed.
I do not think my family cares what happens to the vegetable crisper or cold cuts drawer or whatever they call it this week.
The E15 code means the ambient temperature sensor is failing. The manual actually says unplug the fridge for 3 minutes to reset it, and if it still errors out, replace the display control board.
E11 is the official error message for the display control board. And both errors are getting dangerously close to having to replace the motherboard.
E10 is the error code for the control board malfunctioning. Bosch suggests power cycling that too.
I'd rather use the circuit breaker than try to unplug the fridge manually.
If you get the E20 error, the problem is either the primary control board inside the fridge or display control board on the outside or the wiring in between.
That only narrows it down to not anything mechanical.
You can look for loose wiring, reboot the whole thing by power cycling it, or call in tech support.
You mean appliance repairman?
I do not think there's much difference these days unless you need the refrigerant recharged and compressor replaced. But you can hit the lock key, push the freezer set button, super freeze button 5 times and then freezer set button to enter test mode.
That's worse than the workarounds to get past the automated phone system to talk to a human in tech support.